Well, you can sit in my lap. Hey, everybody. Excuse me. Today is my day 1.304. It is March 12th, 2018, and by my count, I have 17 days to go until I will have GCS. And I have a kitty cat, my son, in my lap. He's trying to decide how much of an inconvenience and a nuisance he's going to be. Are you going to be an inconvenience? So what's going on today? I haven't made a vlog in a couple days, and part of that's because I've stopped my voice training, which has been somewhat liberating. It's nice to have my voice not feeling stretched out of shape and hurting and aching and everything else. So I take that as a good sign. Will you be my coffee? A coffee cat. Coffee table now. I'm just kidding. So that's been really good. But what happened today that is kind of the reason for the video is I want to talk a little bit about electrolysis on your surgical site. And I think what happened today, I don't think I let the numbing cream soak in as long as I normally do. It was only about 27, 28 minutes. And I think that's what really kind of messed me up. Hi. Usually I try to do like 40 minutes of just sitting there and letting it soak in. So I'm going to blame that. I had a theory that maybe it was a bottle that had already been opened, a tube, and that maybe some of the chemical or whatnot in there, you know, when I opened the tube the first time, it was all in there, and then it got out for the air, and then I put the cap on, and I don't know. I'm just trying to rationalize why today, from the start all the way to the end, every single zap hurt like a motherfucker. I mean, every fucking, excuse my French, every fucking, okay, everything hurt. We'll just leave it at that. It was not a single zap that did not hurt. I better put you down. I mean, it was just non-stop. Okay, which it's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, it's working. I mean, it's, again, not mad at the tech, not mad at anything. It's just that was the way it was today, and I look at it as if there's a silver lining to it. Number one, I only have 2 more sessions to go. And then I will have surgery, and I will never have to have electrolysis down there again. So I'm very happy for that. But I look at it as a silver lining that as far as like the sac goes and the shaft and all that, it has been totally cleared. Okay. And if anything, she's going back for stragglers. Okay. In other words, the sacs are clear, the perineum is clear, the everything, it's done. You know, that's knock on plastic. That's the good news. Now it's just keeping it clear. And I think what she did today was a little bit of border, you know, defining the border, the perimeter of what has been cleared. This is a really good example, by the way. You know, what has been cleared in the area, okay, as opposed to outside the area. And I think today she was just defining that line. And so there probably were a couple hairs on the inside that had already been zapped. She zapped those. They probably didn't hurt. And then the ones on the outside that had never been zapped. And I think that's what hurt. And it was, I mean, she went around the whole, I mean, this was like if it was Disney World, I mean, she did Tomorrowland, she did Fantasyland, she did Adventureland. I mean, from Space Mountain to Pirates of the Caribbean, she did the whole freaking map. And Main Street USA, god damn it. So the whole area got covered. Okay. Carousel of Progress. They still do the People Mover. I haven't been to Walt Disney World in a long time. I went to Walt Disney World many times as a child, and haven't been much as an adult. But anyway, so the short of it is the positive, the silver lining. Only have 2 more sessions. We can handle that. And the positive that I look at it is that the whole area has been done. The whole area has been cleared. And as I promise you, as I'm sitting here with my legs crossed, keeping the pain at bay, it actually, I don't know why, I guess I should like put a bag of frozen peas or something between my legs. But everything is on fire. And the pressure, I think, is helping me out too. It's keeping it compressed, but it feels like what I imagine like a cinnamon shot of like highball or something like, or whatever it is, the cinnamon liqueur, that would just burn your mouth. I mean, that's the way I feel. Like someone dipped my balls in molten lava. So, on that happy note, a lot of pain, but manageable. It's beginning to pull down. It's beginning to decline. It's beginning to, again, go down. And I was curious when I got home. I broke out the mirror and I moved my lamp, and I'm looking at the area and I'm seeing all the stuff that she did today. And I mean, she's a fantastic person. She's doing wonderful. So, but definitely hurt. And it was beyond me crying at the office. I mean, I've cried before with electrolysis, especially up here under your nose and like right in your nose, like that. Right in here. Ah, twin streams of cries. Didn't come close. I'm happy. Again, like I said, just knock on wood, count my blessings. 2 more sessions and we're done. And so that's that. And maybe we'll close it there and just say that's where we're at. Other things going on, just as surgery gets closer, there's little things we've had to do. Get our luggage down. I mean, my daughter is so excited just to go on a trip, I guess. She's coming up with a packing list. My mom, her grandmother, who'll be with us at the hospital. Excuse me. She has a list of things she wants to do with my daughter while they're in town. I mean, they're gonna go have fun while I'm sleeping. But I mean, things are starting to come together, and it's maybe they've been coming together for a while, and I'm just beginning to really realize it. And I had a couple thoughts over the weekend about the future a little bit. What might I want to do? As you might imagine, this surgery has been like, next to my daughter, the only thing on my mind. My daughter comes first, obviously, but this has been like holding a hot coffee cup. While it's really warm, it feels good, but you can't, you're always aware of it. That's the way the surgery process has been for the last 6 months or so, is you're always aware of it. You're always aware of how many days you have till you count down, and you're always just so. Yesterday I would have almost given anything to forget about it. for 20 minutes because it just kept on popping up. It's like surgery, surgery, surgery. You're gonna have surgery. You're gonna have surgery in 2 weeks. You're gonna have surgery in 2 weeks. It's like, yeah, you know, but I gotta wait those 2 weeks. You know, take care of business those 2 weeks. Take care of, fulfill my responsibilities. Take care of my daughter. Take care of the house, groceries. You know, the little mundane things. Your work. You can't let things slide at work. You know, I'm on the cusp of having 5 weeks out of work as I recover. You know, and so that's been on my mind, thinking about, you know, as an adult, very, very rarely do we get the opportunity to unplug our brain. Um, you know, and I haven't ever been on vacation, so I don't know what that's like. But I mean, you know, I will be unconscious for 5 or 6 hours, okay, in surgery, and then I'm going to be whacked out of my mind for 2 or 3 days, and then be in the hotel room for 5 or so days, 4 or 5 days, and then back home here for 4 or 5 weeks. And so to have the ability to surrender control, for lack of a better word, I am putting my life in my surgeon's hands, and then the hospital, and then my mother. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I have allowed someone else to take care of me. You know what I mean? And I can remember back when I blew out my ankle, um, and I had surgery, and again, to be so totally dependent on someone else, and to allow yourself to just disconnect and focus. And that's kind of how I'm looking at my surgery. You know, being able to disconnect and focus on a single thing, um, and just unwind. You know, again, as an adult, as a parent, we have so many obligations, and I've done triple duty to make sure everything is covered. You know, we got backup parachutes, and we have hang gliding backup. You know, we've got so many backups, and secondary, tertiary, you know, quaternary backups for everything, to be able to just let your mind, you know, and take care of the immediate future. And that to me is just amazing. And I'm looking forward to that. Much like I imagine a vacation where everything is, you pay for everything up front. I guess it's what, sandals? And you just wake up in the morning and go down the beach, and if you want a drink, you grab you a free drink. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like on autopilot. And who knows, in the future that may be a vacation. You know, you don't go anywhere, you just unplug from reality for a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of Brave New World-ish, I think. What was it, Soma, the drug? You take Soma to escape reality. And here's another baby. Hi, sweetie. You gonna come up here too? So anyway, that's really good. Things are happening. I'm very, very happy. My friend Zoe, I was doing my mascara wrong, and I'm really happy. This is Revlon. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever your favorite brand is, I was using some clunky old. It was CoverGirl, but I don't think it matters. I had CoverGirl mascara that was 2 years old, and it was clumpy. Go figure. But yeah, it's been kind of nice. I also had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday that I hadn't talked to in a while. And, you know, it's someone who's known you all your life. I mean, like, since you were in middle school. You know, I didn't want to correct his misgendering me. I just didn't want to. And it was the first time that I was like, you know, don't, you know. And he'll catch up in time, I'm sure. But someone said something, it was on Facebook or something, about women. Women want compassion and empathy. And I think it's true. I don't know where I'm going with that. Boy, I'm all over the it's because of the pain, I'm sure. Crap. Anyway, I'm going to end this before I just ramble and ramble and ramble if I haven't already rambled. But oh, I know what I was going to say to him. Is, your best friend, you grow up and you come from a perspective of what I'm going to say is men versus women. What I've understand now as an adult, as sort of feminine energy versus masculine energy. Okay. But it's interesting to see. It's interesting to be on the other side of that fence, as it were, or maybe if I'm not on the other side of the fence, I'm on the fence just so I can observe. I'm on the line watching, and if some people would probably believe, I will never be in the female camp, although I disagree with that, but it's just, my eyes have been opened, I'd say, in the last month or two, even further, the divisions between men and women. And it's tricky. We say we don't want a gender binary anymore, but at the same time, I identify as a woman, and so yes, I'm in that female binder. Oh, and we got a phone call, so I better end the call, and I will wish you all good luck.